So it seems that we're already getting our first hints at a potential My Little Pony Generation 5 Make Your Mark, Tell Your Tale, a New Generation ship in the series. And no, it's not Hitch and Sunny, although fans would be cool with that because they feel that's the most obvious direction you can go in. And no, it's not Sunny and Izzy, although again fans wouldn't be, against that with all the hints and everything being thrown at it. Especially the LGBT community wouldn't be against it. And no, it's not Izzy and Pip, or Hitch and Pip, or Zipp and Sunny, or Zipp and Izzy, or even Pip and Sprout, or Zipp and Sprout, or even Hitch and Sprout. Again, a lot of these basically would be cool with the LGBTQ community. Nope. Instead, our first hints, at least from a fan's point of view and speculation, is Hitch and Zipp. Yeah. Hitch and Zipp are basically looked at and speculated by fans as being the first tease at a potential romance or ship, in the new generation. But why is that? Well, it's because apparently when you look at Make Your Mark, the special, which the series is also going by the same name later this year, in a few months that is, and you look at Tell Your Tale as well as you look at the IDW comics, which I don't know whether or not they tie into each other or connect to each other in any form or fashion. Zipp has decided to become a detective. She's opened up her own detective agency and kind of coincidentally works alongside Hitch, who's also looked at as still being the sheriff of Maritime Bay. And with that said, because they both kind of work the same kind of job and help kind of work with each other, help each other out, a lot of fans are speculating that it looks like we're getting our first tease at a ship, potentially a romance between two characters. But is that true? Yes, there are animations here on YouTube and all around the internet. There are fan arts on DeviantArt and various MLP Facebook pages and such, that kind of, showcase the two being an item, or at least being very flirtatiously teasing with each other, or whatever the case may be. I mean, one animation here on YouTube is where Zipp sneezes and Hitch finds it cute and adorable, and that gets under Zipp's skin because she gets very irritated by that, indicating I am not cute. And then he just eggs it on, saying, "Oh, the angrier you get, the cuter you are." And she ends up tackling him, ending the video. There's an image, if I can find it online here, I think it's at one of the Facebook group pages, where it looks like the friends walk in on them, and you see Hitch and Zipp sharing a drink, like a soda drink, a soda float or something like that, a strawberry float or whatever the case may be, with two straws in the glass. And then with Hitch, you notice like a little lipstick kiss on his cheek, and then with Zipp, you notice that she's wearing some kind of lipstick. So yeah, that's kind of, I guess, indicating that they're not only on a date, but there's something between the two. Now again, this is just mere speculation by a lot of fans on the fact that this is potentially the direction they're heading, but we're not too sure. We're not too sure just yet. I mean, yes, it does seem that because both of them have the same kind of job, as, I guess you could say protectors of the innocent, protectors of the law and all that, and, the motto of help, and basically I would say motto as well as the, description of helping others. One could assume that because they have that in common, that's the direction Boulder Media, Hasbro, and IDW maybe are going to be going with them. Teasing the fact that there's maybe something more than a friendship between them down the line. But we're not too sure yet. We're not too sure about that yet because, again, even though they share the same kind of, job description, and and they've had their moments, like, people will point out New Generation when they're trying to stop the machine that Sprout is operating, and Hitch basically says, "I'm gonna go stop that thing," and then Zipp's like, I got your back, Zipp." it's like people will look at moments like that. They will, look at the little bit of teasing earlier on in the film. They'll probably look at some of the things in the special as well as in the shorts, the Tell Your Tale shorts, as well as in the comics. They'll take all these clues and hints of teasing and, kind of, flirting with each other or flirtily teasing or whatever, egging each other on kind of deal. They'll look at that and they'll place those clues together and be like, I wonder, could this be the direction they're going in with a potential new ship? And people would say that, maybe that is what it looks like, because let's not forget, we had a similar situation with Applejack and Rainbow Dash. They were they were best friends, friendly rivals, and all that with each other. And they basically were essentially almost the same pony. They had different occupations, but they were essentially the kind of same tomboyish pony. And the end result was basically, all but officially confirmed that they ended up together at the end of the series in the future. So one has to wonder if maybe we're getting something similar here with Hitch and Zipp. One has to wonder if maybe we're getting the same kind of clues, just like we did with Applejack and Rainbow Dash, in Friendship is Magic, in the earlier seasons and later seasons of the series, I should say. You have to wonder if we're starting to get something very familiar and similar with Hitch and Zipp. Again, I wouldn't have a problem either way with it, because, if you want to put Hitch with Zipp, that's great. It is unexpected, but, if you're going to put those two in similar job descriptions, similar career, career choices, then yeah, it would possibly lead to maybe them, ending up together, or at least crushing on each other throughout the series. But again, we're not too sure of it. Because for all we know, it just might be, a little flirtatious tease here and there that goes nowhere, and Hitch may end up with Sunny, and Zipp, she might end up with somebody new, or maybe even end up with a reformed Sprout. We don't know. Again, I've come out to say that, when it comes to that Sparks dragon, I've got a feeling there's going to be a moment, either in the comics or in the series, where he's going to go through an evolution and kind of like go into a cocoon stage or whatever, kind of have his own molting moment. And he's, instead of growing, well, he's got wings, but instead of, growing wings, during one of those moments, he's going to become basically the age of a Spike, if not a little older. Like because he's a dragon, he's going to go through a moment, in my opinion, where he's going to rapidly age through either being molting or going to a similar stage like molting or something, where he ends up being cocooned temporarily, and the end result is he's basically the age of Spike, a little, if not a little older, so he can go on adventures with the friends, and maybe that results in us potentially getting him crushing on Pip, maybe even crushing on Zipp. We don't know. I mean, there's an image, a meeting of the Generations image out there that I favored on DeviantArt, where Generation 5 meets Generation 4, and Spike is blowing a kiss to, and Spike's next to Rarity, I should say, and he's blowing a kiss to Pip. So, which in my opinion also confirms that people see her the same way as I do. Like, Pip is basically this generation's Rarity. So, that, someone like Spike would fall for. So yeah, there's a potential that something like that could happen, and, Pip or Zipp could be crushed on by Sparks if they were to go that direction. Not saying they would. But, outside of that, and outside of Zipp potentially, being with somebody else besides Hitch, maybe like I said, a Sprout or somebody new, or maybe just being on her own, right now it seems that a lot of fans feel that we're getting our first clues at the first potential shipping of a couple in the series between Hitch and Zipp. But how do you guys feel about it? Do you think fans are justified in the speculation from their point of view of Hitch and Zipp, being teased as a potential new ship, or the first ship, I should say, outside of Sunny and Hitch and Sunny and Izzy? Do you think, fans have justified in their speculation from the point of view of, noticing that? Or do you think maybe we're making, not we, but, we as fans, but do you think fans overall are making a big deal out of nothing? Let me know what your thoughts are down below. Comment if you like. Love to hear from each and every one of you. Live chat during the premiere. Super chats and super stickers will be open and appreciated during the premiere. In the live chat, as well as super thanks will be enabled afterwards. You can also help me out at Venmo, Brian-Warmer-2, and at Cash App at BWRoses98. Help expand the brand there. As well as you can find me at my other outlets as well. But let me know what your guys' thoughts are. How do you feel about fans kind of speculating at the potential, first of many ships being teased for Generation 5 between Hitch and Zipp? Do you think they're justified, or do you think they're making a big ado about nothing? Let me know down below. Let me know down below in the comments as well as in the live chat during the premiere. And I am out.